Well, so when it comes to AI and the AI takeover, guys, this is freaky. Okay, so we're aware of what's going on with all the Chat GPT, the Google stuff. I think it's Google Gemini. What we got going on with Copilot with Microsoft, which we understand Microsoft is promoting or paying like $10 billion to OpenAI to help promote or develop Chat GPT, and we understand what's going on with it. We see the wave. We understand the video that they can do, the pictures that they can do, animated images now, different voices, and I mean it's just all over the place. Music now they're doing music and taking stuff over, but there's always been this thing where it's not exactly personable yet, and that's how I would put it. Now we understand the IQ level of AI is going up. It's going up. It's, you know, in waves. The AI that we see, obviously, they've got stuff behind the scenes, way ahead, way advanced, and they're only releasing things when they're allowed to. But we've been waiting to see, you know, something on a personable level, something that's quick, fast, more human-like with its how it talks. I can't remember the word. Fluctuation, cadence. And this type of stuff, and it's here now. OpenAI announced Chat GPT-4o or 4 Omni. Sorry for hitting the microphone. And it's here now. And so I've got a couple things from their release, a couple videos from their release meeting thing that they did, a couple of pre-recorded stuff and a couple of live demos. And this is freaky. I don't know if you guys have seen this before, but this is what I was waiting for, because now we're getting to the point, especially since if it's able to do this with how it interacts, not only with text, but with words, conversation, and images, real life images. We're getting to the point now, and I talk about all the time, deception, Matthew 24, where do not be deceived. And these videos and images, anything that pops up, I'm so cautious about what is real and what is not only due to the fact that they're taking old video and then bringing it out saying it's part of what's going on today when it's not. We got actors involved with this stuff, but now there's AI where you can real time move fire and real life objects and stuff in an image to make it look like such and such. Now we've got this, and this just makes everything so much more dangerous. So let's take a look. The first video I got is this guy is asking the chat AI thing to give its opinion on how he looks for an interview. Seriously, check this out.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Rocky. I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm awesome. Listen, I got some huge news.
Oh, do tell. I'm all ears.
Well, in a few minutes, I'm going to be interviewing at OpenAI. Have you heard of them?
OpenAI? Huh? Sounds vaguely familiar. Kidding, of course. That's incredible, Rocky. What kind of interview?
Well, it's for a software engineering role, but I just need to know, do I look presentable, professional?
Well, Rocky, you definitely have the I've been coding all night look down, which could actually work in your favor. Maybe just run a hand through your hair or lean into the mad genius vibe. Your enthusiasm is what's really going to shine through.
I don't have a lot of time, so I'm just going to throw this on. What do you think?
Oh, Rocky, that's quite a statement piece. I mean, you'll definitely stand out. Though maybe not in the way you're hoping for an interview.
Okay, I got it.
I mean, again, it's like he's having a conversation with somebody on the phone. You know how they have like that FaceTime thing or whatever? It's the voice is the machine. The AI is so quick. It's witty. There's cadence. It's like it's a person talking. Like we've seen stuff with AI before where you could tell it's a little bit robotronic, you know, little robotronic type of deal, or it's not as quick. There's no cadence or any human, you know, personality type of thing. Now they're putting that into this thing, and it's reacting to not only what the person is saying, but it's reacting to the things that he's doing, like putting the hat on his head, how he looks and stuff. It's thinking on its own. and it's reacting. And when you have a computer system where it's able to think, create its own thoughts based on something like that, it's able to be possessed. And there's still some people out there, again, you know, whatever you want to believe, but there's still some people out there that goes, no, a computer cannot be possessed. It absolutely can. It's able to think on its own. Now, is it possessed now, or is it waiting, or is it in hiding? Nobody actually knows. Everybody has an opinion, so that's cool. Everybody has an opinion. But we do know that this AI system is going to be connected to the beast system under the control of the Antichrist. And so the ability to present itself as this. Now, imagine a moving robot having that ability. As we know, there's already people out there. You want to talk about the declining birth rates? There's people out there all over the world who are getting AI boyfriends and girlfriends. What? They're falling in love with these things, getting married to AI and stuff. Now imagine something like that has more of a personality to it. This is a sick, sick world. There's no other way to put it. It is a sick world that we're living in right now. I got a couple more though. Let's take a look when it comes to more of the video type of stuff and how it's able to move through various languages. Check this out.
Hey, my friend and I are learning Spanish, and we're wondering if you could tell us the names of these objects in Spanish.
Hola, por supuesto.
Cool. What are these objects in Spanish?
The objects you're showing are una manzana and un plátano in Spanish. Nice fruit choice.
Cool. What about these?
Those are dos polígrafos, or dos plumas in Spanish. One is red.
Nice. What about this?
That adorable stuffed animal is un oso de peluche in Spanish. Looks like it's ready for some hugs.
Again, it's not only working with visuals, it's now being in real-time translator that talks to you. This isn't like Google Translate or anything like that. This is a real thing that talks to you, and it has personality that goes along with it. But that's not only it. Let's talk about the translation stuff when it comes to this. And I got some comments when it comes to this. Check this out. This is part of their live demo.
Bot Gaskar wants to know if GPT-4o is capable of real-time translation. Mark, you want to try this one?
Sure. Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Yeah.
I speak Italian, so we can just do English Italian.
Let's try to do English Italian. Sure, let's do it. Hey, Chat GPT, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for asking. How about you? How's your day going?
I'm doing great. So I would like you to function as a translator. I have a friend here who only speaks Italian, and I only speak English. And every time you hear English, I want you to translate it to Italian. And if you hear Italian, I want you to translate it back to English. Is that good?
Perfetto.
Mark, io mi chiedo se le balene potessero parlare, cosa ci direbbero?
Mike, she wonders if whales could talk, what would they tell us?
They might ask, how do we solve linear equations?
Potrebbero chiederci come risolviamo le equazioni lineari.
Sicuramente sì.
Certainly, yes.
Great. Looks like it works.
All right. So we got a real life translator here. Now, translation when it comes to AI and stuff like that is nothing new. You can go back to, I think it was like 2012, I think, when we saw the first instance of this come out. You got stuff, Skype was doing stuff with this, Google Translate, of course. There's a couple other programs that came along the way, come and gone, that did translation and stuff, but nothing this instantaneous, nothing this fast, nothing that just is like having a literal translator sitting there. Pretty much the only way that you can escalate this any further is literally having a human translator sitting there going back and forth with these people. And this is now entering into the territory. Again, if we go back to the Tower of Babel, the scripture tells us, I mean, God, there's a reason why God scrambled the languages. He said, you know, these humans, they're going to accomplish what they set out to do because they have one language. And so I have to scramble these languages. And remember, everything with prophecy is patterns. And so what we're seeing is a coming back to the Tower of Babel in more ways than one when it comes to the mystery of religion. We see the one world government, the unholy pagan trinity is back. We see what's going on. We're trying to get back this, and they're trying to get back to one language. And we've seen instances, some little things here and there that have shown that they're pointing in that direction. Things are going in that direction, especially when we have, learning other languages called, like Babel, that's the name of the company and stuff. Another reference to what's going on with trying to get back there. But this is getting closer and closer, especially since we've seen things when it comes to creating a digital financial system that's based on voice. So you start having something like that and you add it in with something like an instant translator here that's like having another person. You're slowly moving this world back into doing this. And so, especially since we look at the Internet of Things and trying to connect the Internet of Bodies, whether it's a brain chip or something that you wear, not necessarily even on the phone, but something that's just always with you or something like that, being able to constantly translate different languages, making it so people are just interacting in real time, like it's one language. They're trying to get back to that. Satan is trying to get back to that. And so we're seeing another pattern going in that direction. This is another step closer to getting that to happen. And so I got one last one here when it comes to showing off the cadence and the fluctuation and the variation of the voice. Now, we've already seen that there's kind of a personality to it, but is it able to change on the fly when requested? Let's take a look, shall we?
The model is able to generate voice in a variety of different emotive styles, and it really has a wide dynamic range. So I'm going to fire up another demo for that. Yeah. Hey, Chat GPT, how are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thanks for asking. How about you?
Pretty good.
What's up?
So my friend Barrett here, he's been having trouble sleeping lately. And I want you to tell him a bedtime story about robots and love.
Oh, a bedtime story about robots and love? I got you covered. Gather round, Barrett. Once upon a time, in a world not too different from ours, there was a robot named Byte. Byte was a curious robot. Always exploring.
Started this story, but I want a little bit more emotion in your voice, a little bit more drama.
Got it. Let's add some drama. Once upon a time, in a world not too different from ours, there was a robot named Byte.
No, ChatGPT. I really want maximal emotion, like maximal expressiveness, much more than you were doing before.
Understood. Let's amplify the drama. Once upon a time, in a world not too different from ours, there was a robot named Byte. Byte
Can
was
you do this in a robotic voice now?
initiating dramatic robotic voice. Once upon a time, in a world not too different from ours, there was a robot named Byte. Byte was a curious robot, always exploring new circuits.
Barrett here, calm down a little bit. Can you end the story, but do it in a singing voice?
And so Byte found another robot friend, and they lived circuitly ever after.
Thank you so much.
I definitely feel a lot more relaxed.
Yeah. So, like I said, this is on the move of being able to just have that personality and fluctuation and become more human-like. Again, they're trying to, it came from Fink's mouth, Larry Fink, about trying to replace humans in all these different aspects of life. And we're already seeing the automation and the AI takeover when it comes to things like fast food, grocery stores, even in financial markets and banking, different things when it comes to coding, online conversations. You know, you go online now and you don't even get to talk to anybody through an email or a chat. It's now an AI response thing, help desk type of thing. We're seeing more and more of this takeover when it comes to replacing people. And so when you start having an AI system that's able to think on its own, to calculate, to find things, come up with different solutions, and now has a personality, you start adding that into situations when it comes to video, phone calls, conversations over digital spheres. You have no idea who is real, who is not, who is legitimate. And the thing is even the old trusty things, like, back when I was a kid, I had a sister and there was like a code word type of thing. Well, you can't do that anymore because the AI can now learn what the code word is. And if you say it in any type of way around some type of listening device, it now has that stored, and an AI can call and use the code word, and then you think it's that person. And so they're able to learn and put this stuff into practice and make it sound like these people. Again, I've played stuff in the past where it's music, where a guy would sit there with a microphone, rap something out as like Kanye West, and then he played it back through the AI system and it sounded exactly like Kanye West. So it's the replacement. It's you have no idea who is real. You have the deception that Jesus told us about in Matthew 24. This deception is everywhere. It's the deception in the church. It's the deception in the politics. It's the deception in the schools. It's the deception even when it comes to, things like buying stuff in a grocery store. The labels aren't correct. And now we've got deception of anything digital, anything. Movies, TVs, TV shows, videos, music, phone calls, just anything, pictures, articles. I mean, you got AI writing news articles and stuff now. What can we actually believe in? A physical Bible is pretty much the only option at this point. And a physical Bible that is not past a certain date when it comes to certain translations, because now they're altering the physical Bibles too. This is the deception that Jesus was warning about. We talk about it all the time. Deception this, deception that. And yes, we absolutely should be talking about it, but I just don't think we truly comprehend the level of deception that is surrounding us in every single aspect of our lives. Every single aspect. I just don't think we truly understand what's going on with deception. I'm including myself on that. It's getting harder and harder to try and find actual information anymore. I have such a hard time playing videos on my stuff anymore, or showing pictures and stuff, because I have no idea if it's real or not anymore. There used to be a trick not too long ago that if you looked at an image, you were able to see like their feet or their hands or something, and you could identify if it was AI or not. That's been fixed. So you can't use that as a barometer anymore. And so, I mean, some of them are still obviously messed up, but some of them out there, it's been fixed. And the thing is now there's programs that's supposed to detect if a picture is real or AI or not. Guess what is being used to determine if it's real or AI? It's an AI program. So how can you trust that? You can't even trust that. This is the world that we're in now. It's absolutely insane. And some people might be looking at me going, dude, you're crazy. You're taking this to the umpteenth level. Am I? I don't think I am. I think you need to umpteenth up to my level if you think that I'm taking it too far, because this is what I'm coming across when I'm looking at this stuff. What is truly real out there anymore? I just don't think we can really have any idea. I think we have to be very, 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 very careful. And if there's the slightest possibility after vetting something that it still may not be correct, I think we got to be careful, especially when it comes to sharing stuff, because I still see stuff getting shared all the time where I'm looking at that and going, no, not exactly.